Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, a huge return was scrapped from last night's Raw.
Top stars were denied Elimination Chamber spots on last night's Raw.
A former WWE title holder's return is said to be imminent.
And a backstage update on top WWE stars' status ahead of Elimination Chamber. I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Andy Murray.
And this is the news.
Trish Stratus.
Where was she?
Not on Raw.
I'm there going, all right, yeah, finish the match. Here comes Trish.
Nope, no sign of her on last night's Raw. No sign of Lita either.
No.
But, okay, so the talk of Trish returning started last week. Basically, Twitter, we covered this at the time, but WRKD Wrestling on Twitter, which is an account that just kind of came out of nowhere, but they tweeted something along the lines of, hey, Lita's going to be on tonight's Raw. Trish is coming next week. They're going to set up Lita, Trish, and Becky versus Damage Control at Elimination Chamber. Lita ended up showing up a couple of hours after this, saving or helping Becky in her cage match with Bayley. Afterwards, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful kind of sort of sideways corroborated the tweet by saying, hey, they had the Lita news and there's another spoiler in that tweet. So when you kind of put two and two together, even though Sean didn't explicitly state that, you know, you can see why speculation arose. However, before last night's episode of Raw, Wrestling had to, they, to their credit, right, rather than just being wrong, they retracted the original part.
They wanted to retain that 100% success rate.
Boom. There you go. Very sneaky.
Yeah.
But they tweeted, hate to backtrack on our second tweet ever. Fair play, lads.
Yeah.
But plans have changed due to Dakota Kai's injury, and Trish won't be at Raw tonight. However, she is absolutely on her way soon, and we can share that she will be around for a lengthy program. She definitely won't be in a role most expect, ... So there you go. Update on Trish. That's why she wasn't there. It seems, reportedly, speculatively, rumorly, maybe we'll get that program for Mania instead. That'd be cool.
Yeah, exactly. I still don't really know. I know this isn't what the story's about. I don't know what they're doing with Becky Lynch at WrestleMania right now. But a bit devastated that Trish won't be wrestling in Canada. She may make an appearance on Saturday. Who knows? But you're right in terms of, look, if Dakota Kai's injured, that sucks. Get well soon, Dakota. But yeah, don't do a match where you have to work around someone's limitations when you can just do a better version of that match at WrestleMania. Yes, please.
Yeah, exactly. I can't make a counterpoint because it's just true.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, it would have been nice to have the six-woman at Elimination Chamber in Canada, but I sincerely doubt the pop's going to be that much quieter for Trish and Lita tagging potentially with Becky, or just tagging with each other against some version of Damage Control at WrestleMania.
So. Elimination Chamber already has 2 chamber matches and what will probably be a long title match as well. So I think 5 matches is enough for Elimination Chamber.
Plus the fans will need to save their energy for whatever happens with Sammy. I'm excited and nervous.
That boy is going to die.
I mean, it could be a dream, Andy, or it could be a nightmare.
It may come
Video
true.
coming soon.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Right, let's talk a little bit more about what happened on Monday Night Raw, because 2 stars, who were sort of just mentioned, were denied entry into the Elimination Chamber on last night's show. Look, they set this up during the show, and I thought, cool, well, Trish Stratus is going to show up, and then no, it didn't happen. Basically, Bayley and Becky were there going, Becky was saying, I want to be in the chamber. Bayley was like, no, I should be in the chamber. And they went, let's have a bare knuckle fight then. And then Bianca Belair came out and went, have I got no choice in this? I am the champion after all.
I am the chamber.
Yes.
I don't know.
That's what Phil says every day.
Yeah, that's how he walks it. It's really weird.
Basically, Postman Pierce set up a triple threat, and if one of the 2 women who weren't already in the chamber won, they'd go in, and if Bianca won, then neither of them would go in, and Bianca won. So it was all a bit weird. I was going to say anticlimactic. It wasn't. The match was really enjoyable. Bianca Belair did Bianca Belair things, which is always awesome. But Becky and Bayley didn't go into the chamber. There you go.
So that leaves them without anything on the card, I guess, which is, I think, is fine, really. Do we need every single person? The selling point for this card clearly is, obviously the chambers themselves, but also the world title match.
Asuka kicked ass last week.
Ass.
You want to tag with me? Screw you, I'm going to get your head off.
Just beat everyone
Love
up.
this version of Asuka.
So I think Asuka's going to win that match and
She
face
should do,
Bianca at WrestleMania. But hey, we will cover that in Nightmares That Could Come True
Hey!
tomorrow, 5 p.m. UK time.
And
What?
we're throwing everything at you here. Phil and Hamflet are going to give their predictions ahead of the live stream on Saturday very soon as well.
Thursday or Friday for that one. Matt Cardona seems to be coming back. We've reported this about 17 times, but this is maybe the most decisive report yet. It's from WrestlingNews.co Premium, who report that people in WWE who would know about the situation believe that his comeback is imminent. So, quick thing, Cardona's been out of WWE since April 2020. He was one of those first cuts at the beginning of the pandemic era. He has since had an incredible viral run.
Yeah, I don't want to say this because it sort of sounds like I'm endorsing people getting fired, and that's the last thing I want to say. The best thing that's ever happened to him?
Well, it gave him an opportunity to claw back up.
Yeah.
Right? To make the most of a really crap situation, losing his job, reinvent himself in companies like that GCW run was absolutely outstanding. The sports entertainment goober, big money idiot.
Great.
Coming in this scruffy, like, alcohol and barbed wire indie.
I'll always remember that image of that woman just being like,
Obviously, when I call him an idiot, I'm talking about his character. Don't cut a promo
Hey.
on me, please, Matthew. That one on Simon
oh,
Miller
we tried
was
to,
brutal.
we tried to interview at
Yeah,
WrestleMania. We
but-
can't air that.
I have nothing but admiration for what this guy has done, particularly over the past few years. But going back before that to the original viral Z, True, Long Island, Ice-T, all that. Ice-T? You know what I'm talking about. He's a master of reinvention at this stage. I would hope that if he does go back to WWE, it's as Matt Cardona with this new persona rather than just woo, woo, woo. But then there is the question of the audience familiarity. I don't think that should be a massive problem. I think if Cardona showed up and was just awesome like he has been for the past few years, it would get over very quickly. And also, his wife's there now. So that's another nice thing.
I really like this new Chelsea Green character, by the
I
way.
love it. I love it.
It makes sense now. Like, I panicked in the split second it happened, but hey, let it play out. It makes sense now that she just got dumped out of the Rumble because she's a Karen, basically, isn't she?
It's like, I've seen a lot of people complaining about it, but I really like deluded characters who think they're like, they think they're like the biggest deal and then they just get squashed. Like, I think that's really funny.
Yeah.
And I think Chelsea's really good at it. Like, you could tell she was doing the entrance music. It's like, I'm a hot mess or whatever it said. It's like, that obviously harks back to her old TNA character, but
It's going to be
it's
very very interesting as well to see the bidding war between the Raw and SmackDown general managers.
I can't wait to see the robot again. Wow. Remember those ones in the draft room?
SmackDown one that was like, yes, we got Natalia!
Yeah. It's like,
You already had her. Yes!
Optimus Prime getting fired up over whatever mid-carder they've drafted at number 42. Oh, God.
But yes, Matt
Bring it
Cardona in
home.
WWE is all good for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, should we talk a little bit more about the big thing about Elimination Chamber is, of course, Roman versus Sammy and the whole Bloodline storyline. And the big question mark hanging over it that we've had quite a few tweets sort of speculating on recently is the status of the Usos, Jimmy Uso in particular, getting into Canada. Because, of course, his arrest history has previously led him to being barred from crossing the border. Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio now reporting that he should be clear to appear at the premium live event. Obviously charged with multiple DUIs and things like that in the past. Rubbish. Don't do anything like that, kids. It's stupid. But in terms of the storyline, really important that this is allowed to happen.
Yeah, it's one of these things that is obviously bigger than pro wrestling and a regulation that, you know, a wrestling company can't just book around. A very serious issue that the guy has come across, and we've covered those as they've broken over the years. So yeah, but I am glad to hear that he is seemingly okay to cross the border and appear at the pay-per-view, because the Bloodline storyline would be not as good without the Usos in it.
What promo last night between Cody and Sammy, by the way.
Sensational stuff.
Oh, excited to talk about that.
It didn't make me cry, but it was very good.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later on the Raw Review podcast, WhatCulture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcast from. And Simon Miller will either give it an up, or a down, or a brown down, or a golden up on ups and downs.
I can't see him giving it a down.
A brown down. Boom.
Yeah, this sucked ass. I hate these guys.
Right, let's move on to your Twitter questions at WhatCulture WWE, of course, if you want to get in touch with us. First question today comes from Seth Fracker. I thought I'd pick this one, Andy.
Seth the Chef.
Because it relates to a video podcast that we did, so you can either check it out as a video on the channel right now, or as a podcast on the feed right now. What Culture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcast from. But the thing is, it's based on a topic that you sort of introduced us to, which is the dusty finish between Roman and Sami that we fantasy booked at Elimination Chamber. So I'll read Steph's question. On a recent podcast, Adam and the boys talked about a dusty finish to get more heat on Roman. Wouldn't that just be cause for more speculation that Sami could end up in a triple threat at Mania? It could benefit everyone, as Sami can take the loss at Mania. First of all, what's this dusty finish that Seth is talking about, and how do you feel about all this?
I think at Elimination Chamber, because it's in Montreal, they should absolutely maximise how invested that crowd is going to be in that match between Sami and Roman, and they should have Sami Zayn pin Roman Reigns to become WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. Ticker tape, big pops, adrenaline dump, holding the belt up, everyone's going nuts, oh my god, what happened? Then the referee realises the Roman's boot was under the rope and it shouldn't count. And then we go back and Sami obviously loses after the restart. And it's like
dump.
The adrenaline goes boom and everyone's like, it's like the ultimate heartbreak.
I love it.
He was so close no matter how far. Nothing else matters. I think that would be incredible, and it would also show like Roman's weakening a little bit as well. Like he's losing his grip a little bit because he got pinned here and he was kind of saved by his boot just being tucked under the rope accidentally. I think that's interesting heading into Mania. Now, with regards to the triple threat, I'm not into the triple threat personally. I don't like triple threats. Not my thing. Match layout concerns aside, it often feels like you're just converging two things into one another. I will say, however, that with the in-ring segment last night, I think the chances of it happening have gone up a little bit. And I will say as well that coming out of that magnificent segment, I'm a little bit more into it. However, I would prefer if Cody Rhodes had his journey, Sami Zayn had his journey, and maybe they can come together later down the road. But for Mania, Cody versus Roman, blockbuster match. That should be the main event. Sami, heartbreaking figure. He's a babyface. The chase is often more compelling than anything else.
Yeah.
I think his chase should be cut off at Elimination Chamber, and him and Kevin should win the tag team titles, and the bloodline should fall apart.
Don't always get what you want. No. And I think just going, everyone in triple threat, it's not for me. I agree. I think it's cleaner to just have a one-on-one match, and that one-on-one match just kind of have to be Cody versus Roman. But every time I say this and go, cool, I've decided, Sami loses at the Chamber, Cody beats Roman at WrestleMania, he does something, Sami, and I go, oh, maybe we could do something. I don't know what it is, but I think that's the best way of booking it, and I love the fantasy booking. If you want to know more of our thoughts on that, like I say, check out the podcast.
And I think Roman has to be pinned for this title change, 100%.
100%.
So if you do a triple threat, he still has to take the fall for me, because it's his
going.
reign.
Remember what happened with Ronda?
Yeah.
Just clean singles match victory.
Yeah. Cody pins him, 1, 2, 3, no bollocks. He just wins, he outdoes him. That's how it should end. Don't protect him in defeat, that would undermine a lot.
But anyway, nightmares that could happen at the Chamber. We'll be talking about that match quite a lot, I sense.
Yeah.
Eddie Zamari gives us our second question of the day. Eddie writes, hey guys, with WWE filming a movie parody package for this year's WrestleMania, it goes Hollywood, of course, which movie parody do you want WWE to do, and who to portray the characters?
Zoolander, Maximum Male Models, boom, straight away.
He's completed it.
Come on, what else?
That's amazing.
What else could you possibly want,
Otis in Zoolander.
Otis is there. Chad Gable, maybe he gets absorbed by this. But yeah, I mean, I love that stupid stable. I've loved them since day one. And now they're getting Otis. It's perfect. Zoolander, Blue Steel, all that. Yeah, I would do a face, but I'm not very expressive, so I won't.
I can't follow that. I was like, I don't know, Boogs in Top Gun Maverick or something.
Boogs in School of Rock. There you go. Actually, that would be quite fun.
That would be quite good.
Him and Elias. I don't know why they're teaming.
Ben off Elias.
Yeah.
Well, can we have Rick Boogs? We've got Rick Boogs at home. Rick Boogs at home. Elias. Get his brother in instead. He was way better.
I was going to say
the
Miz in the Marine 72, but he's already done that, hasn't he? Well, what you got?
I haven't got anything to top that. I haven't got anything.
You know what would be really funny is if they had Roman Reigns parody a Rock, one of the Rock's movies.
Ooh.
Like, obviously they were in Hobbs and Shaw together, but if they parodied like the Scorpion King with Roman Reigns, that would be kind of clever because it'd be a way of getting Roman Reigns and The Rock on WrestleMania.
Yes. I don't have anything. I don't have anything to top that.
Yeah.
Rick Boogs as Anchorman would be quite good.
There you go. Why not? That'd be fun.
I've forgotten to get a third question here.
Who'd make a good Big Lebowski?
Ooh.
Probably Otis, actually. He's got the vibe. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Happy Valentine's Day. I forgot to get to the question. So Wadham Ailborn writes, who would you like to go on a Valentine's Day date with?
Probably Otis, because like he eats a lot of food. He's into his food. Like he's done a lot of content where he's cooking steaks and stuff. I think we just have a nice meal.
Corbin, I'd like to go on a date with Corbin, cheer him up a bit. Actually, he's in a bit of a good mood now. How about them Chiefs?
Yeah,
winning this Super Bowl.
There was no. What? There's the Baltimore Bastards, the one.
And he doesn't have to hang around with JBL anymore, so you know.
Big win. Yeah, Baron Corbin would cook you a nice steak as well.
Yeah.
So there you are.
I liked him getting mugged up last night.
Oh yeah, it was funny.
Just twice.
Poor guy.
Anyway, Baron Corbin, shut up. Sammy's in the ring, and then here we go, Baron Corbin. Hey, screw that Cody Rhodes, right? Oh, he kicked the crap out of you whilst wearing a suit.
Yeah, not a good time.
I'll take Corbin on a date, cheer him up.
There you go. Big breakfast.
He's still paying though.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Of course he's paying. Yeah. Come on, Baron.
Let's move on to today's and finally. And you know what? Ours is the best podcast, but there's some other great ones out there. And for no apparent reason, I'm going to plug the Kurt Angle show.
All right.
Go and check that out right now, because he's talking about his time. Let me just read this. On this episode of the Kurt Angle show, Kurt and Paul talk about the Olympic hero's time on the independent scene, including matches with Rey Mysterio, Zack Sabre Jr. and Cody Rhodes. And the image is Kurt Angle with an ankle lock on Joe Hendry. For the life of me, I can't remember which promotion that was for.
Impact?
No. Although that would be tasty, though.
Funny.
It's about WCPW. What a time.
You know how Stephanie McMahon invented women's wrestling? We invented British wrestling.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure we want to take credit for that, actually.
Yeah, we invented...
No, we didn't.
A very small pocket of weird internet indie wrestling.
Not the bad bits.
Yeah, none of that. But
It's
go and check
still,
it out.
yeah.
It's a great podcast anyway, and it's supporting a great promotion that could be making a comeback. It isn't, but now I've said it, people will talk about it a bit more. So
absolutely.
Just spreading out those rumours.
Obviously, when we say the bad bits, we're not talking about companies like RevPro and Progress who are doing good stuff.
The good ones.
The bad eggs. Anyway, sorry, I turned your ad finally into a pile of crap.
I like it's good. Go
There are some bad eggs out there, but they smell.
Go and check out Kurt's podcast, though.
Yeah.
There we go.
Shouts to Kurt Angle.
Top guy. Let us know your thoughts.
Bald legend.
On that.
He committed to the bald as well.
He did.
He got his head shaved and he was like, that's me. Although he did, have the fuzz, the Murray fuzz for a bit. But hey.
The muzzer fuzzer.
Never call me muzzer. Gee whiz.
You muzzer fuzzer.
There's two things you can call me that really offend me. Muzzer and British.
All right.
I am British, but don't call me it, please.
Let us know your thoughts on that and all today's news stories in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcasts from, for daily wrestling podcasts.
Beans.
You can follow us all on Twitter at WhatCulture WWE. Watch there, follow me and Andy
at Andy H. Murray. The H stands for Hoop20.
Hoop in love.
It's like hook, but
like that?
I should have done a rom-com, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
What's the one with Hugh Grant in London?
Sleepless in Hoop.
Atoll. Hoopless in Seattle.
You've got Hoop.
Or Hoop actually. There you are.
Follow me on Twitter at Adam Wilborn. Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE. But for now, my thanks to Andy Murray. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.
Hoop.